The Emperor's New Groove is a 2000 Disney animated film about an arrogant emperor who is turned into a llama by his advisor and must regain his throne with the help of a peasant. The movie is about Emperor Kuzco, a spoiled and narcissistic ruler of an ancient South American empire. His power-hungry advisor Yzma plots to get revenge and take the throne after Kuzco fires her. In a botched assassination attempt, Kuzco is transformed into a llama by Yzma's right-hand man Kronk. Kuzco must now work with Pacha, a kind llama herder, to escape Yzma and Kronk and return to the palace. Somewhere deep in the jungle, a lonely and pathetic llama narrates its story. Llama says that he was once an emperor and his name was Kuzco. Kuzco himself believes that he was the nicest guy in the whole world, and his life was ruined for no reason at all. As a child, Kuzco had a privileged life, and nothing was ever denied to him. Kuzco even had helpers to take him up the stairs and put him on his throne. As he grew up, Kuzco became a selfish and egotistical Incan emperor. Kuzco plans to celebrate his 18th birthday by razing Pacha's village, which is on the top of a hill, to build a lavish summer home called Kuzcotopia. When Kuzco fires his conniving advisor Yzma for repeatedly doing his job as the emperor, Yzma holds her own court where she meets petitioners and decrees decisions which are supposed to be the remit of the emperor. Kuzco had caught Yzma once too often and decides to let go of her. Yzma is livid as she believes that she practically raised Kuzco as a kid and that he should be more grateful to her. Yzma plots to take the throne by poisoning Kuzco at dinner. Since Kuzco is without an heir, Yzma will have no trouble taking over the empire. Yzma goes to her secret lab to create a poison potion that she plans to put in Kuzco's dinner that night. However, her dim-witted assistant Kronk instead accidentally laces Kuzco's drink with a potion that transforms him into a llama instead of causing his death. Pacha discovers Kuzco as he regains consciousness. At first, Pacha believes that it is a demon. They become friends. Pacha takes a 4-day hike route to the palace, since the bridge is now destroyed. Meanwhile, Yzma discovers that Kronk has failed to eliminate Kuzco, and they both set out to find him. Kronk comes across a squirrel who had encountered Kuzco earlier. Since Kronk was a junior chipmunk, he understands the squirrel, who tells him that a talking llama gave him a hard time. Yzma realizes that the squirrel is talking about Kuzco. The squirrel points them in the direction of Kuzco. The pairs arrive at a diner Mudka's meat hut at the same time, unaware of the other's presence. Kuzco is disguised as llamas were not allowed inside the diner. While Kuzco argues with the cook, Pacha overhears Yzma's plan and Kronk narrowly fails to recognize Pacha. Pacha manages to take Kuzco away from the diner by distracting Yzma by sending a birthday cake to her table. Kuzco, oblivious to Yzma's treachery, brushes off Pacha's attempt to warn him and leaves to meet Yzma, only to overhear Yzma and Kronk's machinations himself soon after. Kuzco and Pacha find Yzma's secret lab and numerous transformation potions, but Yzma has taken the potion that would return Kuzco to normal. She orders Kronk to kill Kuzco and Pacha with a knife, but Kronk cannot bring himself to do so. Yzma finally gets tired of Kronk and calls him a monkey and insults his cooking. Kronk was very proud of his cooking. Yzma drops Kronk through a trapdoor after he attempts to kill her instead by dropping a chandelier on her head. Yzma drops the human vial among a scattered collection of others, and she calls upon the palace guards to seize Kuzco and Pacha. A chase through the palace ensues in which Kuzco and the guards consume different vials, changing into different animals. As Kuzco and Pacha are cornered on the ledges of a giant stone structure, they find they are down to 2 vials. Yzma lunges onto Kuzco but accidentally lands on one of the 2, turning herself into a small cat. Despite the transformation, she still manages to gain the upper hand in the struggle for the final vial, but is unexpectedly foiled by Kronk opening a window. Kuzco drinks it and returns to his human form. Having made amends with those whom he offended and regained his throne, Kuzco opts to build his summer home on a neighboring, unoccupied hill. Sometime later, Kuzco joins Pacha and his family at his modest resort. Elsewhere, Kronk has become a scout leader and trains a new batch of scouts in the language of squirrels, including the reluctant Yzma, who remains a cat.